Me tonight, as always, is John Bruce. We'll get some comments from him coming up a little bit later on. The Hoppers host the Fulton Railroaders tonight. It is a Rotary Club of Hopkinsville night here at the ballpark. Be sure and come on out. It's also the first of 3 nights that you can get your Hopper trading cards as well. They will be handing them out tonight, tomorrow night, and Wednesday night. And you can get the 3 packs and then mix and match and trade and have a good old time with those cards. The Hoppers have done the player cards ever since the very beginning, and I make it a point, John, to get a set because I've got all the previous ones, and as long as I'm in the ballpark, I need to try to get my set, and I've got set 1 of 3.
1 of 3, okay.
Yeah.
So now you got to come back for 2 more nights.
I have got to come back for 2 more nights. 2 of the 3, I was scheduled to be here anyway, so I'll have to make a trip over tomorrow night as the Hoppers will continue the homestand, the 4th game in a row, 4th night in a row that they'll be home tomorrow night. Then they'll take a break league-wide on Tuesday. Then the Hoppers back here on Wednesday before they go on the road after that. So we're getting down to the end, John. We're 28 games in, which means we've got 12 left, and teams down towards the bottom. Of course, you're chasing the top, and you need to put a string of games together if you can.
Well, you know, of course, you've got some late season moves you can still make through this coming week. If you need to add a player or 2, and most of the time that's pitchers. If you can pick up a new guy, and that's not unheard of, certainly, especially if you have a guy coming back off a league like the ones in Carolinas typically play through the 4th of July, which with the hurricane moving in and tropical storm, I'm sure those guys have gone and left the area, so that puts them available for a week or 2 here on, like I used to call it, on their way home.
Right.
Stop off, play with us for a week or 2, get through the tournament, and then you're still home by the 1st of August.
You know, and the guys that they have already added, we saw the fruits of their labor in the last game that you and I called.
Correct. If you look at those guys, like I said, you're picking up a guy who's on the move to somewhere else, or he got a late start, didn't play in the first part for whatever reason. I mean, it's a college kid in the summer, so while they want to play baseball, there are a lot of family obligations that happened as well. I mean, we had some guys leave and go to a wedding. I mean, they were gone for 3 days in the middle of the season, but I knew that in May before they left. So.
Right.
So you plan for it.
Yep, sure. Full count rhythm. They're leading the league with a record of 19-8. 3 games back is Paducah at 16-11. Then in 3rd place, 5 games back is Henderson at 14-13. 5.5 back is this Fulton team we'll see tonight at 14-14. Then the Hoptown Hoppers, they're 9.5 games back with a record of 10-18. And then Madisonville just a half a game back of Hoptown. They're 10 games out of first place with a record of 10-19. Although Madisonville has won 2 in a row, but the hottest team in the league right now, John, is the Paducah Chiefs. At one point, they were 6-11. They're now 16-11. They've won 10 in a row.
10 in a row. Wow, that's almost unheard of in baseball, and it's certainly in this league to do that's quite remarkable. But now you're in that positioning phase,
right?
You know, everybody, these last 10 games, you're really trying to figure out where you're going to be in the tournament, who you want to play, or who you're trying to get to not play.
Right, to not play, correct, yeah. Exactly right. We're going to have some pregame ceremonies here, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to get to a break. First of all, we want to tell you that our dugout show is brought to you by the Barbecue Shack, offering catering and custom cooking. Visit them Wednesday and Thursdays from 10 a.m. until 5:30 p.m., Friday 10 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Saturday 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., 4687 Pembroke Road in Hopkinsville. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll hear from Chris Binney, the head coach of the Hoptown Hoppers, right after this time out. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores with their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes.
Interview Coach Binney, Brady, and Mark.
Plus Sunflower Twins. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, Sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus Sunflower grits and great roasters and on-board too. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Welcome back to Colonel Field as Hoptown Hoppers get set to take on the Fulton Railroaders. Coach Benny joins us on the dugout show here tonight. And Coach, a couple of tough nights play, but like you said, I heard you say in the interview last night, you guys are 0-0 every night.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's hard to not have games like that kind of roll into each other. And, you know, obviously defense has kind of failed us the last 2 nights, but hoping for a better one tonight.
Of course, you've been able to add some players to your roster. Kind of talk about the additions and what you hope they bring to the club for you.
Yeah, so we just added an all-conference outfielder, Tyler Casterly from Southwest Community College in Memphis. Left-handed bat. He's going to be a good hitter for us and play solid defense out there. And we were able to bless to add an arm from another one from Southwest. Originally from Clarksville, so a kid I've known since he was little, Hezekiah Scott. So right-handed arm should be very competitive for us.
And, of course, you've added some guys the previous weeks as well. What's the cutoff as far as being able to add players before we get here to the end of the season?
July 13th.
Okay.
So July 13th is the final day to get your roster kind of squared away for the postseason.
Got to make a stretch run here. We've got 12 games left, and again, you can preach to them all you want, but they got to go out there. They got to make the plays.
Right. Yeah, and you know we haven't played fundamentally bad baseball every inning of every night. We were in the game against Full Count, and then again last night with Paducah. They were close games. I mean, we were down by a couple runs, but nothing that we can't scrap back from. And then we just get, I think, a little bit nervous at times and trying to make a play to change the tone of the game, and you throw it away. It's a big risk to take. And you know, same thing on the base pass. Last night, you know, prime example. We ended up scattering, I think, 6 or 7 hits against that good arm, the starter that they had through 7 innings, but just kind of doing a little too much when we feel that, you know, we may be down or maybe getting kind of steamrolled, and then it just kind of balloons into a bad inning for us.
You know, again, like I asked you last week, no surprises. You've seen these teams multiple times now, but Fulton's coming in playing pretty well right now. Yeah,
they've played really well all year. JD's a good coach. You know, he's familiar with the league, so he's done a great job with Fulton, and you know, they've added some good players too here in the past couple weeks, so expect a dogfight tonight. And I know they're throwing a left-handed arm who we've seen before, and so it'll be a good test for the guys.
And who are you going to put out there tonight?
So we're throwing Heath Henley, right-hander out of Auburn Montgomery. Really good arm for us. He's really thrown well in his starts this year. Of course, you know, like I said, pitching, I think we've done a really fantastic job over the year. One of the better ERAs as a staff in the league. And even when we got our position guys up in, you know, blowout situations, they've been really good. So pitching is going to be on point tonight. I have a feeling of that, but we've got to hit the ball. We've got to hit the ball better, and we've got to catch it better behind them.
All right, Coach. Best of luck tonight, and thanks for the time.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, this is Connor Scheidt from IU Southeast. I'm excited to be in Hopkinsville as a member of the 2025 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season sponsors, Olivet Baptist Church, Charles Henderson State Farm Insurance, Jersey Mike's, Planners Bank, Penny Ryle Electric, and Higgins Insurance. Go Hoppers.
Join All Clean Services in the Hoptown Hoppers on Friday, July 11th for the annual Jersey Off Their Back auction benefiting the Rotary Playground Project. These special game jerseys will be worn one night only and auctioned off during game hours, with all proceeds helping create a safe, inclusive playground for children of all abilities. Bidding starts at $50. Visit the All Clean Services tent or call in your bid to 270-305-4350 from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Let's make a difference. Bid high, give big, and help build a playground where every child belongs.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Checking scores in the league last night. Paducah defeated Hoptown 10-2. Fulton over Henderson 5-4. and Madisonville beat Full Count Rhythm 4-3. In addition to our game tonight, Full Count Rhythm and Paducah playing a doubleheader in Paducah at Brooks Stadium, and Madisonville is at Henderson tonight. Time to check our game time weather. It's brought to you by Charlie Henderson State Farm Insurance.
Here's your WHOP Weather Center forecast. Mainly clear tonight with a slight chance for storms. Lows around 72. Southwesterly winds at around 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy skies and foggy early tomorrow. Storms likely. Highs level off around 91. Partly cloudy tomorrow night. Slight chance for storms. Lows level off around 72. That's the forecast from the WHOP Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Megan Mulford. Currently, it's 92 degrees.
Mr. William and Lavinia Turner.
Excuse me, 99 cents. Can we have a word?
I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99 cent fountain drinks, any size, anytime.
Any size, anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99 cent fountain drinks, any size, anytime.
This is Max Harmon. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you, fuel for your vehicle. Max's convenience shop.
This 4th of July, celebrate independence from sleepless nights at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. Hurry, these savings end soon.
At Pennywile Electric, empowering you is at the center of all we do. Pennywile Electric's mission is not just to provide reliable service at competitive rates. It's also finding innovative ways to keep our members and employees safe, promote economic development, create a well-trained workforce, and to educate you to help you save on utility costs. Pennywile Electric, enhancing your quality of life since 1930.
This is Hopper Hunter Swanson from Clarksville, Tennessee. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors.
Very good.
100 Beard and Giles Funeral Home, Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking, Chick-fil-A, HWEA, the Bank of Cadies, HES, and the Hopkinsville Lions Cubs. Go Hoppers.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com. Welcome back to Colonel Field as we get set for our ball game tonight. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. So brought to you by Riken Elastomers. Join the Riken Elastomers team with a process operator starting pay at $19.30 an hour up to $23.70 an hour in 1 year, and an excellent benefit package that includes employee paid benefits day one of employment. Call 270-475-2150, extension 214 to learn more. First of all, for the Fulton Railroaders, 14-4 on the season. Head coach is J.D. Willis. Leading off and playing right field will be Jacob Lott. The center fielder is Jaden Perez. He'll bat second. Chris Henson is the first baseman, and he will bat third. The DH tonight is Trevor Stossman, and he will be batting, as I said, cleanup. Ellis Hurt in left field, batting fifth. Caleb Warren is catcher, batting sixth. Matthew Reinhardt is at second base, batting seventh. A.J. Armstrong is the third baseman. He'll bat eighth. And David Gilden is the shortstop, and he will bat ninth. On the mound tonight for Fulton, it is going to be Blake Altheisis will be on the mound tonight for the Fulton Railroaders. For the Hoptown Hoppers, we'll go quickly. Cole Reynolds will bat first. Aiden Butt second. Connor Scheidt third. Dom Bello fourth. Miles Denton fifth. Owen Hutchison sixth. Zach Hampton seventh. Carson Tucker eighth. And Chance Sweeney ninth. On the mound is Heath Henley. He has a record of 0-2, 3.722 ERA. And the first pitch of our ball game is a swing and a miss at 5:58 for strike number one on this sunny Sunday night. A warm 92 degrees. try not to check the heat index, but the last time I did, it was right around 99 degrees. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be high for a ball. So 1-1 the count now to Jacob Lott, a .302 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count for Lott. Again, Henley has pitched 26 1/3 innings, 16 runs, 29 hits. Here's one foul back into the netting. 19 strikeouts, 44 walks, and of the 16 runs, 14 of those were earned. This is his 5th start of the season.
Off to a good start here.
Yeah, we'll set the defense here when we get an opportunity. And this one's going to be popped up, and I believe the center fielder is underneath it. He makes the play, slaps the glove on his thigh a couple of times, and makes the put out. And in center field tonight, that is Owen Hutchison. So here's the defense for the Hoppers in the outfield and left. Actually, they've kind of moved them around. And Hutchison, nope, that, unless I wrote it down wrong, that would have been Sweeney. They got Sweeney listed as in center field.
Yes, sir.
So Sweeney made that play. I'll make that change here as well. So Hutchison's in left. We saw him make some great plays in left the other night. Here's one hit to the second baseman. He'll throw over for out number 2. And that was Jaden Perez, the center fielder, batting for Fulton.
Yeah, the Hoppers have Hutchison in left, Sweeney's in center, and then Butts is in right field.
Right,
today.
gotcha. I actually wrote center fielder down twice, so that's on me. It's correct. I just wrote it down wrong. Here is the pitch, and it's a ball to Chris Henson, a .278 hitter on the season, a first baseman. 1-0 the count. Here's a pitch. He checked and didn't get the call.
Just a little low.
Henley did not get the call, I should say. I guess Henson did get the call. He did get the call. I mean, it's 50-50, right?
One wins, one loses.
That's right. Here's the pitch from Henley, and it's going to be blow for ball 3. So 3-0 now the count.
Uh-oh.
I know. We'll have to wait and see what. Normally it's a strike. Normally.
Yeah.
Not always, but normally. Here's the pitch, and this is foul.
And he's swinging.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that makes it 3-1. So in the outfield, you've got Hutchison in left, Sweeney in center, and Butts in right. Denton, Reynolds, Hampton, and Scheidt across the infield. Bello is your catcher, and, of course, Henley on the mound. And this is going to be sliced, and it's going to go foul into the Hopper bullpen. So the count now is going to be full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cardinals and Cubs are delayed tonight. Rain in the Chicago area.
Yeah, there's a lot of little pop-up all over.
Right, all over the country now, yeah, that time of the year. And, well, the devastation in Texas, that's just definitely hard to see. This is popped up, and it's going to be in foul territory, and they can't make the play. The second baseman, Hampton, made a good run for that, just could not come up with it. So the count's going to remain at 3-2.
To the flooding in Texas.
Right.
I don't know the accuracy of this report, but I read it today. So the river that they're looking at, the Guadalupe River is where they're at, rose 26 feet in a little over 45 minutes.
Yeah. It was like it's 0 earlier in the day is what they said. They considered it 0 depth. This one's popped up and out of play.
While it's a river, it's a meandering little river. There are places where there's plenty of water in it, but there's other places where it's, you think it's a creek.
Yeah, it's kind of like our little river, where
very similar.
Normally it's very shallow, but when it gets up, it gets up. Here's the pitch, and this one's hit into center field. Center fielder on the run, going back. He's underneath it, reaches up, and makes the play. Nice play by Sweeney for the out. And the Fulton Railroaders go 1-2-3. So we move to the bottom of the first with the Hoppers coming to bat. As we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, no score, Hoppers coming up.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Welcome back to Colonel Field as we get set for the bottom of the first inning of play. Will be Cole Reynolds, the shortstop, Aiden Butts, the right fielder, and Connor Scheidt at first base. Had a big home run a couple of nights ago here. I think it was on July 4th on Friday night. Had the big home run. Hoppers picked up the win that night.
Listening to Hispanic music in the ballpark tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Shortstop, number 12,
Cole Reynolds, the shortstop, 214 hitter on the night or on the season for the Hoppers. As he will come to the plate. He's from Indiana University Southeast. Calls Somerset, Kentucky home. Here's the pitch to him, and it's high for a ball. Coach Benny thought we'd see a good pitching duel tonight between these two.
They keep throwing strikes.
That's right. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count. Fulton's first, their half of the inning was 1-2-3, so we'll see what their pitcher can do here. And here is one popped into right field. Right fielder comes in, makes the play for out number 1. That is Lott in right, and Aiden Butts, the right fielder, 267 hitter, will come to the plate.
right field number 6, Aiden Butts.
He's from Cadiz.
Yeah, from Cadiz, Dyersburg State. Recent graduate of Trigg County High. So he would be an incoming freshman. And I like that on the roster for Hoptown. They list them as incoming freshmen if they have just graduated. I like that. I like that distinction.
Now,
of course, if you know them, it makes it easier. Yeah,
true. But it does make it makes an impact. This is a guy who's going. He graduated high school a month ago.
And a good average this summer, 267.
He stepped up in pitching just a little bit.
He has,
267, so that's good.
3-0 the count. And that's in there for a strike. 3-1 the count.
Coach Benny doesn't have his guys swinging on.
No, he does not. No. You are correct. Here's the pitch, and it's inside for ball 4. So the first walk of the night is issued to Aiden Butts and Connor Scheidt, the first baseman, a .213 hitter on the season. Coming to the plate. Left-handed hitter. Are they throwing money around down there? Throwing money down there? It's all right. Here's the pitch, and this is going to be outside for a ball. On deck is going to be Don Bello, the catcher, .339 hitter, batting in the cleanup spot for the Hoppers. Throw over to first, but Butts is able to get back.
It's got a little wind blowing from right to left. Pretty good breeze is stepping out the flag.
Not making its way through the press box, though, at this moment.
It is not.
2-0 the count. But it's okay. We're in the shade. That's all I asked for is the shade.
And you're on the far end of the wind in this case.
But we're in the shade. I do appreciate that. Nice night.
Oh, absolutely.
Pitch is in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Earlier in the week there was a chance of rain, but I guess in the summertime there's always going to be at least a 10 or 20% chance every day that it might rain.
Remember, weather forecaster is the most secure job in the world.
Right. Here's one popped up by Scheidt. Going back is going to be the shortstop. He'll make the play for the second out of the inning.
Because weather forecasters are never wrong.
Right.
May only be a 10% chance of rain.
That's right.
But I told you it was a 10%.
I told you. Yeah.
All right.
Don Bello, .339 hitter out of Anderson University. That's right. Our pitcher tonight is a left-hander for Fulton. He'll throw over to first, and the runner gets back. Altrusius is 2-1 on the season, 16 innings, 15 runs, 15 hits, 23 strikeouts, 14 walks, and 11 of those 15 were earned runs. Pitch is a strike. So the count is 0-1 now to Bello. With 2 outs here in the inning, and Aiden Butts, who reached on a walk, is at first base. The pitch, and this is hit up the middle, and it's going to be an easy play for the second baseman over to the shortstop in time, as that goes 4-6 for the out. So at the end of 1 complete, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. As we check the Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard, it is Hoptown nothing and Fulton nothing. We're back after this time out. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent
Now, would they have one left on base if they made the out at second and got that lead runner? Fielder's choice.
So there's still one guy. There would still been a runner.
There still would have been a runner at first, yeah.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if Auto Owners make sense for you.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores with their winning game of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus Sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Welcome back to Colonel Field. Jeff Sisk along with John Bruce as we have played one complete. And we're now moving to the top of the second inning. Trevor Sotzman, 263 hitter.
Leading off for the Railroaders, the designated hitter number 25, Trevor Sussman.
Our public address announcer is pronouncing it Sussman. That was the other way I was going to go. And we'll go with him. He's the DH, by the way. 263 hitter on the season, and he swings through this one for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. Lights are already on here at the ballpark, so when the sun does set, they'll probably won't notice. Although we do have some out in the right field light standard. I think they've put in a call to see about getting those replaced. Pitch is low. 2-1 the count. 2 balls and a strike. On deck is Ellis Hurt. That pitch looked a little high, but it's going to be called a strike. 2-2 the count now. And this is going to be scooped up by the shortstop, makes the throw across. Shy digs it out of the dirt for out number 1. And the batter is going to be Ellis Hurt, the left fielder, and we're going to say he's a new addition because he does not have a batting average.
He has 5 at-bats.
5 at-bats, so he hasn't been with the team very long.
Hasn't been there very long. Although the oddity is he does have 1 RBI. Does not have a hit, but he's got 1 RBI.
But he's got 1 RBI, okay.
He had one of those productive outs somewhere.
That's right. First pitch to him is a ball. Caleb Warren, the catcher, is on deck, a 211 hitter. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be another opportunity for the shortstop. Good snag, good throw, and the out. And there are quickly 2 outs here in the inning, and Caleb Warren, the catcher, will now be the batter.
Now batting the catcher number 20, Caleb Warren.
Cole Reynolds has had several opportunities to make plays tonight, and to this point has done very well. You don't know which way that ball is going to hit as it's bouncing across there, and it might hit a clump of dirt or something and make it go a different direction. Here's the first pitch to Warren, and it's in there for a strike.
Some of the worst are ones that come right off the edge of the grass.
Oh, yeah.
And then hit the dirt.
Right.
And it changes the spin on the ball. Those are the ones that can be tough.
0-1 the count with 2 outs. Henley will come to the plate, and he did go. Yeah.
Yep.
Can tell from here. So 0-2 now the count. Now, let me just say it appeared from my vantage point that he did go. And got him looking, strike 3. So Henley with the second straight 1-2-3 inning. In that inning for Fulton, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second as we check the car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Hoptown nothing and Fulton nothing. We're back after this timeout. Listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
That was Sussman out.
6-3. Shortstop to first.
Tucker from Murray, Kentucky. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors, the Hopkinsville YMCA, the City of Hopkinsville, Christian County Government, Sunflower Photography, All Clean Services, and AKS Flooring, and Maddox Fuqua Hinton Funeral Home. Go Hoppers.
Join All Clean Services and the Hoptown Hoppers on Friday, July 11th for the annual Jersey Off Their Back auction benefiting the Rotary Playground Project. These special game jerseys will be worn one night only and auctioned off during game hours, with all proceeds helping create a safe, inclusive playground for children of all abilities. Bidding starts at $50. Visit the All Clean Services tent or call in your bid to 270-305-4350 from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Let's make a difference. Bid high, give big, and help build a playground where every child belongs.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Jeff Sisk along with John Bruce. Back on the mound for his second inning of work is Blake Althusius.
It was fairly efficient that first inning, so
yeah,
we'll go with Coach Benny's pitching duel here.
Right.
Third baseman Miles Denton.
There they are. Both pitchers are throwing strikes.
Yeah.
So
number 5 hitter for the Hoppers, the third baseman, Miles Denton, a .271 hitter, steps to the plate for the Hoppers. And that pitch is in there for a strike. So 0-1 the count. Owen Hutchison, the left fielder, is on the on-deck circle. 1-1 the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the pitcher taking a lot of time. He'll come now with the pitch, and it's going to be a ball. So 2-1 the count. 2 balls and a strike. Denton, the first batter for the Hoppers here in the bottom of the second inning. Comes the pitch, and this is foul back. That will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be popped up and out of play.
that was a big bug.
Yeah.
All right, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pitching away primarily, so now where's he going?
A pitch, tried to throw it past him, it looked like.
Yep, inside and fast.
That one hits the facade here of the press box, behind the netting. They restart the pitch clock, but it's going to be plenty of time as he comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out. That is the first strikeout recorded by the Fulton pitcher tonight. And Owen Hutchison, the left fielder, will be the batter. An even 200 on the season for Owen Hutchison.
Batting for the Hoppers. Left field number 28, Owen Hutchison.
And you still have little patches of shade around first base, over to almost second.
Right.
And then a little bit here behind home plate. But you can see the outfielders, they've got their gloves up trying to shield the sun.
Yeah, the left fielder's got a tough day.
Yeah.
The wind's in his face and the sun's in his face.
Right.
Yeah.
And for the majority of this game, depending on how quickly we play. Sun doesn't set till a little after 8 o'clock.
So we should be, what, the 6th, 7th inning?
Right,
then.
sure. 1-1 the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And it's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2 now the count. One out, no score. We're in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch, and it's outside 4-2, so 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know it's only the second, but it's already starting to feel like base runners are going to be precious.
Yes. Pitch, and got him looking. Ball gets away. Can he beat it out? No, they'll throw down and get him in time. So it's a strikeout and goes 2-3 for out number 2. And the batter's going to be Zach Hampton, the second baseman, out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Plays at University of Mary Hardin Baylor. Incoming freshman, so he was playing against high schoolers about a month ago, a little over a month ago.
Right.
Don't know how long they play in Texas, so he may have been in the playoffs and came right here after his high school season was over. 1-0 the count.
Well, he had to stay long enough to graduate.
Yeah, I think so, and do those things, yeah. 1-1 the count. And here's one hit to the, it's a slow one to the second baseman, but plenty of time. He gets it over for a 1-2-3 inning for the Fulton pitcher. So that goes 4-3 for the out. So the Hoppers with no hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. We played 2. Our score at the end of 2 as we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Hoptown 0 and Fulton 0. Back after this, you're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Dr. Mackenzie Denton has joined Jenny Stewart Family Health, passionate about health promotion and preventative care within the pediatric, adult, and geriatric population. Dr. Denton plans to provide her patients with high-quality care. Visit jennystewarthealth.org or call 270-887-6565 to schedule an appointment.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
We move to the top of the third inning of play, and this one's foul at the plate. And this is Matthew Reinhardt, the second baseman, a .091 hitter on the season.
This would be Heath's opportunity to go 1-2-3 right here.
Pitch is high for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. You've got Armstrong, a 177 hitter, and then Golden, a 103 hitter. And this is going to be hit sharply to third base, knocks it down, makes the throw, but it's not in time. Base hit for Reinhardt. That's the way you would go, John?
That's the base hit.
Did good job of keeping it in the infield, but even it would have been close even if he had been able to clean that, field that cleanly. So Fulton with their first base runner of the night.
If it hadn't been hit so hard, yeah, but it was.
A.J. Armstrong, the third baseman, is the number 8 hitter in the lineup, and he's at the plate. A 177 hitter on the season. And that's in there for a strike. So the count's 0-2 now to Armstrong. Pitch. Got him looking, strike 3. So there's one out here in the inning, and again, the runner is Reinhardt at first for Fulton.
Shortstop number 14, David Golden.
David Golden is going to be the batter, a 103 hitter on the season, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. He is the shortstop for Fulton tonight. Pitch will be low for ball one. 1-0 the count. Pitcher takes time, looks in. And this is going to be hit into right field. Right fielder goes back. He will make the play for out number 2. And that is Butts in right tonight. Jacob Lott, who popped out to center in the first, will be the batter for Fulton.
Flat out to center field the first time.
Yeah. And here's one that gets between. Oh, knocked it down. Can he make the throw? No, he can't. Nice play there.
Yes, he did. At least he saved the base.
Right.
Because the runner was headed to third base in a hurry.
Sure did. So a base hit there for Lott, as he was able to knock that down. And the batter's going to be Jaden Perez, who grounded out 4-3 back in the first inning of play. Pitch is a strike to Jaden Perez, 273 hitter on the season. And the count's 0-1 with 2 outs. A couple of base hits in this inning. Runners at first and second. And here's one hit up the middle, and it should be an easy play, and it will be, as the second baseman, make that the shortstop Reynolds, steps on the bag at second for the out. So in the inning, there were no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the third as we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Hoptown nothing and Fulton nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
This 4th of July, celebrate independence from sleepless nights at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. But hurry, these savings end soon.
At Pennywile Electric, empowering you is at the center of all we do. Pennywile Electric's mission is not just to provide reliable service at competitive rates.
Yeah, he gave
it's
him an
also
error.
finding innovative ways to keep our members and employees safe, promote economic development, create a well-trained workforce, and to educate you to help you save on utility costs. Pennywile Electric, enhancing your quality of life since 1936.
Right.
It's a judgment call.
Yep.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3
On the 1 to 3rd.
The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
I'll change it too. Well, the official score changed Reinhardt's hit to an error. So that'll go E5 on that one. So they had 1 base hit in that inning. And 1 error for the Hoppers. We're down to the number 8 hitter in the lineup, the DH, Carson Tucker, 205 hitter on the season for the Hoppers. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball. 1-0 the count now. Chance Sweeney, center fielder, is on deck. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. So 2-0 the count now. As Altrusius gets behind. At 2-0. And that's high for ball 3. That appeared it might have been a curveball maybe that for some reason didn't.
Yeah, it didn't and didn't come down.
Yep, didn't come down, yeah. Here's the pitch. And it's high for ball 4.
Did it twice.
Yep. Second walk of the evening. Hoppers still without a base hit. Chance Sweeney, the center fielder, will now be the batter. He bats left, a .213 hitter on the season. The pitch, and it's a strike. Right at the knees. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. That one went upstairs, and he just could not hold up on that one.
Right. Get those balls up high.
Yeah.
They look really good. They're just hard to hit.
The pitch. Got him looking, strike 3. And Sweeney said, I looked a little outside, but... Out number 1. The batter is going to be, we're back to the top of the order now. It's going to be Cole Reynolds. He popped out to right field in the first inning of play. And he swings at this one and misses. So the count now is 0-1. Pitcher will look over at first, but he'll come to the plate with a pitch, and this one's fouled back for strike number 2, so 0-2 the count. With 1 out and no score here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be high for ball 1. So 1-2 now the count.
Pretty conservative lead on first base.
Yeah. And it's outside.
Well, there was your curve.
2. Yeah.
Came down with stayed out.
Right. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Runner at first for the Hoppers. That is going to be Tucker. And the pitch. Ball 3. So 3-2 the count now.
Trying to nibble out there on the outside, on the outside corner.
Want to remind you that their shirt off their back night is coming up this Friday, week from last Friday, so the 11th. And that pitch is high for a ball. So 2 walks here in the inning, and the Hoppers have runners at first and second. And the batter is going to be Aiden Butts, who walked back in the first inning of play. .267 hitter on the season. The catcher's kind of telling his infield what they need to do.
Runners on first and second with 1 out.
Yep.
Okay. What's my little charts up here? Okay, first, second with 1 out. 42% chance of scoring.
Okay.
Which
Pitch is a ball.
Which is basically the same number you get if you have a runner on first with nobody out.
Right, yeah. And think of it that way. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count. With 1 out. And you have Tucker at second and Reynolds at first. They're not even, well, there's no reason to hold him on. There's nowhere for him to go.
Correct.
Unless they do the double steal. I don't think you want to do that with one out. And the infield playing in, too. At least at third they were playing in.
Third's in. First is playing behind the runner.
Yeah.
And then, of course, short and second are both
right.
double play depth. So, yeah.
About normal, I would say. Altrusius comes to the plate, and this one's hit to third to be easy bag there. They'll throw across in time for the double play. So it goes 5-3 for the double play.
We have game time.
So, in that inning for the Hoppers, there were no hits, no runs, no errors, and one left on base. As we have now played 3. As we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, no score between the Hoppers and the Railroaders. We're back after this. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true you're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size? Anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for. With a wide selection of jewelry and
Here or at home?
Always free.
It's at home.
We're
at
open
home,
Monday
okay.
through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. Jay Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
We move to the top of the 4th inning of play, no score, as we come to you from the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Henley on for his 4th inning of work.
4th inning of work, and that's only his 37th pitch.
Yep. One base hit so far.
He's been very efficient.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The batter is Chris Henson. He popped out, I should say, to center. Count is 2-0 to him. 278 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be hit into left. And who's going to take it? It looks like shortstop's coming over. Yeah, he's got it. It was short left. And the shortstop makes the long run over to make the play.
Batting for Fulton, the designated hitter, number 25, Trevor Sossman.
And Trevor Sostman is going to be the batter. He's the DH. He grounded out 6-3 in the second. 263 hitter. Bats from the left side of the plate. I bet he does well at home. And here's one foul. And makes him jump a little bit outside the wall over there on the Fulton side.
That's why you try to keep them all inside the fence because they don't get hurt.
Yep. Counts 0-1 with one out. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be foul and out of play.
Yeah, we'd love to have those foul balls brought back to the merchandise table.
0-2 now the count.
He's a little behind on the swing. His contact's a little bit late.
Right. Here's the pitch from Henley. The 0-2 pitch. And it's hit to the first baseman, and that one kind of took a mean hop. And
I don't know that he ever put a glove on that one.
No. I'm going to give him a base hit there.
I think so.
So the second hit of the night for Fulton and the first for Sostman. And the batter's going to be number 12, Ellis Hurt. Grounded out 6-3 back in the second. He is playing in left field tonight for Fulton. Here's Henley's pitch, and it's foul. 0-1 the count. Hoppers back home again tomorrow night. And tomorrow night they will welcome Henderson to the ball field tomorrow night. Joe Wilson will have the call of that one for you.
That was our last game. Henderson was here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
1-1 to count. Here's the pitch, and it's foul. And I haven't looked that far ahead, John, but I think our last scheduled game is on Wednesday that you and I will do, or that I'm scheduled to do.
Okay.
And I believe it is Madisonville.
Ah, okay.
I'll have to double check. I haven't looked that far ahead. I'm only worried about tonight and tomorrow night.
Right, tomorrow.
Yep. Can't get too far ahead. Here's the pitch, and it's high.
Oh, yeah, you've got like 3 work days before that.
Oh, I know it. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. And they said that he swung. He's out. Yep. So that is the third strikeout recorded by Henley. And
now 2 out with 1 on.
Yep. Saltzman still at first. And this is going to be Caleb Warren.
Struck out last time up.
And this one's hit up the middle, and they're going to underhand over, and this is going to go from the the second baseman to the shortstop for the out. As that goes 4-6, that will be Hampton to Reynolds for the third out. So in that inning, there were no runs on 1 hit, and there were no errors and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th as we check the U-Haul Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Hoptown nothing, Fulton nothing. We're back after this. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto-owned insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Dr. Mackenzie Denton has joined Jenny Stewart Family
Don't
Health,
make it.
passionate about health promotion and preventative care within the
Can't let it get too
pediatric
stiff.
adult and
Well, I was going to say,
geriatric
stay as long as you can,
Dr.
but
Denton plans to provide her patients with high-quality care.
I don't want you in pain.
JennyStewartHealth.org or call 270-887-6565
Doesn't hurt much when I sit down.
to
Oh, okay.
schedule
Found that
an
out this
appointment.
afternoon.
This is
As long as I
Hoptown
walk
Baseball
slow,
on 95.3 The
okay.
Farm and
It's one of those sudden
953thefarm.com.
things.
Right. Back at Colonel Field, Jeff Sisk along with John Bruce. As it's a scoreless ball game through 3.5. The Hoppers coming to the plate. It will be Connor Scheid, Dom Bello, and Miles Denton. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the lineup for the Hoptown Hoppers.
Number 33, Connor Scheid.
Connor Scheid, again, the left-handed batter for the Hoppers. He popped out to short in the first inning of play. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Two and 0 the count. The pitch. And foul. So 2-1 the count now. That's a pretty healthy swing there.
That was a healthy swing.
Yeah.
Swing hard in case you hit it.
That's right. Just didn't get much of the ball.
Correct.
Just a very little bit of it. And this one's fouled back. That moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not much crowd noise tonight.
No. And here is one hit into left. Oh, he dropped it. That's going to be an E6 on that one. Although he's battling the sun and running away from it.
The real error, in my mind,
is not letting the left
fielder take the ball.
Not let the left fielder take it.
But you can't really count that.
Right.
It's like,
no.
Okay. But that's really
get an A for effort, but
correct.
Still is going to be an error on the shortstop.
The result is,
pitches a ball to Dom Bello, rounded out 4-6 in the first inning of play. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. And this is hit into left center fielder. It goes, and he makes the play, runs into the wall, and Scheit's going to have to get back, and he does. But man, that he put a lick into that one.
He did.
Took the guy all the way to the wall.
And right now the flag is not flying much.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he got it in between, because there it comes back up. He got it in between breezes.
Right, yeah.
Oh, bad luck.
Yeah.
If he had a little wind assist on that one, that would have gone out.
It wasn't the deepest part of the park, but it was pretty close. It was out near the flag in center field. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike to Miles Denton. Struck out back in the second. Here's the pitch. And this one's fouled back. Makes the count 0-2. One out. Scheit, the runner, at first base for the Hoppers. What, there's a big hole there between first and second if he could find a way to get that ball there, because they're holding the runner on.
Right.
Here's the pitch, and this is going to be fouled and out of play.
Yeah, if there's ever a time to be late on your swing, this would be it.
Mm-hmm.
Go right through there.
To the count to Dom Bello. Pitch. Oh, excuse me, that's Miles Denton. My apologies. And he strikes out. Looking at the wrong line. Owen Hutchison, the left fielder, is now the batter. He'll step in. The umpire gives the sign to restart the pitch count, or pitch clock. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Hutchison. And here's one hit into right, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. And Scheit, they're going to bring him up. They're going to hold him right there. So it's a double for Hutchison as he smoked that one into right field.
Yes, he did. He hit that ball well, carried well.
they were kind of shading over. The right fielder was more over to, I guess, right center. Yeah.
Let's see what Mr. Hampton does here.
Zach Hampton grounded out 4-3 back in the second. And it's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And this one's popped into right center, and the right fielder makes the play for the out. So, in that inning, the Hoppers with, let's see, no runs on one hit. There was one error, and the Hoppers leave 2 on base. So at the end of 4, as we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, it's Hoptown nothing and Henderson nothing. We're back after this time out. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination.
Grandson got a call on Friday night. One of the travel ball teams in his age around there needed a player.
Okay.
And so they were playing in a tournament in Nicholasville. And of course we didn't get to go. It just wasn't, we didn't have enough time for planning. And I kept saying, I said, well, where did you play on this travel ball team? Well, I played left center. I said, well, did you play center or left? He said, no, I played in left center. So I didn't argue with him. Just let it go.
Depending on what age
I guess that's where they put him. You know, well, that's true. Well, that's true. They could be playing 10. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't try to argue with him because I figured he knew where he was playing.
With 3 locations to better serve you.
Yeah.
1106 West 15th Street.
He was in the outfield.
5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Katy.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
And the first pitch of the top of the 5th inning of play to Matthew Reinhardt goes all the way to the backstop for ball 1. Bottom of the lineup, Reinhardt, Armstrong, and Golden. And this one's hit into left. Left fielder gets underneath it, makes the play for the out. That is Hutchison.
Now batting for Fulton, the third baseman, number 13, A.J. Armstrong.
A.J. Armstrong will be the batter. He struck out back in the 3rd. To this point, Coach Chris Benny knew what he was talking about. It's a pitcher's duel to this point. At this moment in this ball game, things can change, as we know.
That's up to this
in
point.
Summer Wooden Bat League baseball, or really in any baseball game.
True, but the 2 starting pitchers, he was right on.
This is foul at the plate. So the count now is 0-2 as Henley gets in front of this batter. Struck him out back in the 3rd.
All right. See where he goes this time.
Yep. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be hit up the middle, but it's going to be taken by Hampton over to Scheidt for the out. As that goes 4-3 for the out. And the batter's going to be the number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Fulton Railroaders, David Golden.
For the Railroaders, shortstop, number 14, David Golden.
He flied out to right in the 3rd inning of play. Pitch is in there for a strike.
Wish I had kept up with first pitch strikes.
Right, yeah.
he's really done well with that.
Foul back to make the count 0-2 as Henley gets out ahead of this batter. He can get Golden. This will be his third inning of 1-2-3 baseball, and that one's high for ball one. They went in order in the first and in the second. He just faced 4 batters in the fourth. Here's the pitch, and this one is going to be a base hit. And I know that's on me for bringing it up. Base hit. Need to wait and say that at the end of the inning.
Yeah, a summary of what happened.
That's correct, yes.
Not a forecast.
That's right. Jacob Lott is the batter now. Base hit in the third. Popped out to center in the first. So he's 1 for 2 on the day. 57 pitches right now for Henley. And that's high. Ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch.
Going.
And this is going to be, can Scheid get back? He can, and they're going to make the play there. 4-3 for the putout as Hampton goes to Scheid. So in that inning, there were no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th as we check the car connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Hoptown nothing and Fulton nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Hi, this is Hopper Hunter Swanson from Clarksville, Tennessee. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors: Huggard Beer and Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking,
Chick-fil-A,
HWEA, the Bank of Hades, HES, and the Hopkinsville Lions.
Oh, wow. Henley finished the inning with 59, so. For a game like this, getting into the bullpen is going to be important.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Has your home or business suffered?
Yeah, all bets are off then, probably.
Correct.
For both teams. It normally is.
Things start to change at that point.
Yeah, I agree.
Quality service. Stop by the office Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 or call.
Of course, they do the same thing in the major leagues.
Yeah, I know.
All clean services.
Trust me, I follow a team that has trouble when they get in the bullpen.
Well, I already watched the game today. Okay. And they were doing, and they had this kind of thing going, 1-1 for a long time.
Who'd you watch today?
The Phillies in the red.
Oh, okay.
And they got to the 7th, I think, and he hit a 2-run homer. The Phillies up 3-1.
Okay.
And then Wheeler came back and pitched the 8th and the 9th.
Oh, wow.
All clean services.
Yeah, and he was pitching very well.
Go Hoppers.
He entered the 8th with 90 pitches, and they let him come back for the 9th.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Here we go to the bottom of the 5th. No score, and the first pitch to Carson Tucker is underneath his elbow for a strike. 0-1 the count. And this is foul, making it 0-2. That will be the 63rd pitch for Altrusius. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. 3 pitches and a strikeout.
Wow.
And Chance Sweeney is the batter now, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. He struck out back in the 3rd. He bats left. Here's the pitch. And foul. The left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher. I think that was fouled off of Sweeney, so home plate to give him a little extra time.
Correct.
It's always nice when they do that. The pitch, and a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count now. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be scooped up by, I thought the shortstop was going to get that one. And I believe we're going to have to go an E6 on that as well.
Oh, yes, sir.
It appeared it was kind of like football. You know how the receiver starts to run before he actually has control of the football?
Correct.
Well, I think that's kind of what was anticipation there, because Sweeney's got some motor to him, and he was moving down that line pretty quick and kind of snapped down to pick the ball up and then picked it up too quick, and or picked the glove up too quick, and the ball got into left field. Pitches a ball, 1-0 the count.
So one of those precious base runners now.
Yep.
With one out.
Sweeney at first. And they'll throw over, but Sweeney gets back in time. Here's the pitch, runner goes, and this is going to be hit to the shortstop. They'll throw over and get the out there as it goes 6-3, and that advances the runner to second base. And Aiden Butts 0 for 2, make it 0 for 1 as he walked in the first, grounded out 5-3 in the third. No score if you're just tuning in. Pitchers duel to this point. Altrusius with 68, make it 69 pitches to this point. And here is one to hit, and it is, they'll throw over, and did he stay on the bag?
Yes,
they're going to say that he did. So a good play there, as that was picked up by the second baseman. Was
shortstop.
Shortstop, thank you. Yeah. Golden over to Henson. So 6-3 on the out there as well. So in that inning for the Hoppers, no runs, no hits. There were one error and one left on base. For the Hoppers, they've now left 5 on base through 5 innings of play. We played 5 as we check the car connection of Hopkinsville. Scoreboard, it's Hoptown 0 and Fulton 0. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see
the home plate umpires here tonight from last night.
Including
he told Scott he didn't play his walk-up song.
Banking and ATM. Expect great things.
I didn't know the umpire had a walk-up
Equal
song.
housing opportunity and member FDIC.
That would imply you are too often in one place if you have one.
Yeah, that's right.
Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. But hurry, these savings end soon.
Always the best.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
It is the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the lineup for the Fulton Railroaders as we go to the 6th inning of play. Jaden Perez, who is 0 for 2 tonight. And Heath Henley on for his 6th inning of work, and again, 59 pitches to this point.
Okay, this is a little unique. The catcher, the umpire, and the batter all having a conversation, I guess, about where they're going to eat, because it's a pretty pleasant conversation.
Right.
I wonder what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, we're ready to go. Henley's ready to go, and this pitch is high for a ball.
Well, I guess that started when we still had the pregame, the
in-between inning entertainment. Yeah, they were trying to get some youngsters off. Here is one hit, and the second baseman makes the play. 2 pitches and an out for Perez there, as that goes 4-3. And the batter's going to be Chris Henson, who is 0 for 2 tonight for Fulton. 278 hitter, first baseman tonight. And the pitch, and it's a ball. Thought they might get the right arm there to signify strike, but they did not, so it's 1-0. Ball 2-0 the count now.
They're a little lower, a little outside for them.
Yeah, I got you.
Because they're pretty consistent, same place.
Right. Here's the pitch, and this one's hit foul. Made the third base umpire do a little dance, a little hopping there to get out of the way.
Saw that this afternoon.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
It was down the first base line.
Oh, okay.
And literally, the guy hopped up, the ball goes between his legs.
Right.
Foul ball.
Oh, wow.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
But he got there in a hurry.
Here's the pitch, and this is hit up the middle, and it's going to be knocked down, and
yep.
Yeah, it's for now, I'm going to say a base hit for now. It just barely glanced off the pitcher's.
If the pitcher, and that happens more times than not.
Right.
If the pitcher slows the ball down.
Right. Not going to be much of a play.
It's a tough play, especially as deep as they're playing.
Right, and it just died in the grass too. Once he hit that ball. Stossman is the batter, Trevor, and this is hit into right. A right fielder is there, makes the play for the out. One pitch, and they get the out. To right field as Butts makes the play. And the batter is going to be Ellis Hurt, who is 0 for 2 tonight for the Railroaders.
Ellis Hurt.
Still looking for his first hit as a Railroader. Here's the pitch from Henley. It's high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch, and this is hit into, going to be a base hit over the shortstop's head. So he has now gotten his first base hit.
He has, in fact.
And the batter's going to be Caleb Warren, who's 0 for 2 tonight.
Batting the catch number 20, Caleb Warren.
Warren 0 for 2 tonight. Fulton with runners at first and second. They've had this situation before tonight. But the Hoppers were able to get out of the jam.
I think each time it's been 2 out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's...
Yeah. Pitch is in there for a strike. And it's safe to say that was a fastball. Can tell from the release and the way it hits the mitt. Looks back at second. And that's going to be low for a ball. 1-1 the count. Matthew Reinhardt is on deck. Looks back, and will come to the plate. Ball 2, so 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Hurts at first. Henson is at second. We're in the top of the 6th inning of play. A pitch from Henley, and it's high. It's going to make it 3-1 now. 3-1, 2 outs, no score. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Foul back. 3-2 now the count.
3-2, 2 out, 2 on. Everybody's moving on the pitch.
Yep.
Well, there's no activity in the Hoppers bullpen, so he's expecting Mr. Henley to close the door here.
Here's the pitch. Runners go, and it's foul. That was hit pretty hard down that first base side.
It sure was.
So we'll do the 3-2 count over again. With 2 outs, runners will go back to their respective bases. And we'll be ready to go. Henley looks back at second. Now he comes home with a pitch, and this is going to be a base hit into right. They are going to hold the runner, and now they've got him. All he's got to do is throw down to second, and now they've got to do. He gets in safe. They'll throw home, and now he is going to be out. Yeah. Good job by the Hoppers. Third base coach had the stop sign up.
And a runner ran through.
And everybody else was going too. The gentleman that was at second was coming to third too. So
right.
Nonetheless, it's an out on the fielder's choice. We'll just go with that. There was a lot of throwing there. Yeah, catcher actually is the one that tagged him. So
that's true. He gets the put out.
He gets the put out. That is correct, yes. So in that inning, there were 2 base hits. There were, let's see here, no runs on 2 hits. There was no errors and 2 left on base. Or actually, 1 left on base. 1 left on base. So as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning of play, as we check the U-Haul Hopkinsville scoreboard, no score between Hoptown and Fulton. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
If you're like me, you're probably ready to unplug for a bit.
I guess it would have been
if you're
too
heading out
long
on the road
because
this summer, Penny Rail Electric has a few safety steps to keep in mind. Invest in motion.
Again, that fielder's choice. Yeah.
You have to go back and erase the guy on first base.
Yeah, right.
Still leave you with 2 guys.
Yeah, sure.
Your destination, look for overloaded outlets or the scent of overheated wires. If you find something,
it was
Penny Rail Electric, wishing you an amazing
catcher,
and safe
second.
summer season.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
I
Back
do
to the
have
catcher.
a quick moment.
Ran him down.
Our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops for 99-cent fountain drinks, any
Wait
size,
till the official score
anytime.
puts all that in.
Right.
Any size.
Go back and look at it.
You go back and fix it.
Yeah.
Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you, fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
We move to the bottom of the 6th inning of play. The batter is going to be Connor Scheidt. He's 0 for 1 tonight for the Hoppers. No score. And the count's 2-0 now to Connor Scheidt. Nothing but zeros on the board right now. 211 is our attendance tonight, 211.
Thanks to Rotary of Hopkinsville. Attendance 211 tonight, 211 at the ballpark.
211 here in the ballpark on Hopkinsville, or I should say Rotary Club of Hopkinsville. And I think he broke his bat.
Good chance.
Yep,
there
sure
it goes.
did, yep.
Has that sound about it.
It does. It almost looked like a piece kind of shattered off that you could see.
Oh, I didn't see that, but that would not
But
surprise
maybe
me.
I did not see that. Nonetheless, the count now is 2-2. He has to go get another stick.
It's one thing about wooden bat baseball. You know when they break.
Right.
You also know when it's hit really well.
Yeah.
Both of them have that sound about them.
Right.
It just sounds like, that sounds like a base hit. Sure enough. When you really square it up, which is really the odds, it's a round ball, a round bat, square it up.
Yeah.
And it takes a long ride. All right, they're back at it. He's back and ready.
Yep. Got a new bat. Oh. Threw that one over his head and to the back. Everybody's laughing except for the pitcher. He's not laughing.
He's not laughing.
No, count now is 3-2 with nobody out. First batter of the inning for the Hoppers. Here's the pitch, and it's outside, ball 4. Oh, he called a strike. Struck him out. That looked a little outside to me, but I'm not paid to call the balls and strikes tonight, so.
True that. True that.
I am paid to call it as I see what is going on the field. So it was strike 3. So Dom Bello is now the batter. That pitch is a strike. 0-1.
Let's go with, that was a liberal strike.
Yeah, okay.
Very liberally granted.
The pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 now the count. 211 again tonight, the attendance. On this Sunday night. Swing and a miss. And struck him out. So 2 strikeouts in the inning, and the batter's going to be Miles Denton.
Stepping to the plate now for the Hoppers. Third baseman number 10, Miles Denton.
And now what do we have? The home plate umpire.
I think we have someone in the field that
they weren't told about, maybe?
Maybe.
Well,
can't see all those little numbers, so I can't tell you.
no, I mean, if there is a change, whoever's keeping game changer doesn't know either.
Correct. Probably because he wasn't told.
Yeah.
And if, in fact, that's what it was, one of the ways the umpires can signal is point to first, at least.
Right.
Give you an idea.
Miles Denton is the batter, the third baseman. He's ahead now, 2-0 on the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it's popped up. It's on the infield. Second baseman is there, makes the play for the out.
All right, get those little reds, split the pot tickets out. We're going to have a
So there we go in the inning. As that's popped out to the second baseman. So in the 6th, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played 6. Our score at the end of 6 as we check the car connection of Hopkinsville. Scoreboard, it's Hoptown nothing and Fulton nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay's
Did you win?
You find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you're parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage.
Sticking to the chair.
Simple
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
We move to the top of the 7th inning of play. It's going to be Matthew Reinhardt, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the lineup for Fulton. No score through 6. And that is the 76th pitch thrown by Heath Henley tonight. And it's a ball. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Who's calling it? Shortstop. We'll take it. That's Reynolds for the out. 1 down, and A.J. Armstrong, who's 0 for 2 tonight, will come to the plate for Fulton.
Railroaders, third base number 13, A.J. Armstrong.
The pitch from Henley is outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch, and this is going to be hit, and he gets past the third baseman for a base hit. And the batter is going to be David Golden. Has a base hit, and he flied out to right, so he is 1 for 2 tonight at the plate.
Batting for the Railroaders, shortstop number 14, David Fulton.
Good time for a double play.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I'll take it.
Pitcher's best friend.
Throw over to first, but the runner gets back in time. Well, a little activity now in the Hopper bullpen.
I would say so. This is, he's in the 7th inning now.
Yeah. Gabe Eddington is heading down to the bullpen. This is foul back. Looks like number 4 on the jersey.
Fulton has, they got some people down there.
We've got some people down there, but I don't see anybody really throwing, no. Their bullpen is outside of the left field wall. 0-1 the count. I'll make it 1-1 to Golden. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be popped up into right. Right fielder is there, will make the play. The runner will have to go back to first base. And there are now 2 outs in the inning. And we're back to the top of the order here in the 7th for Jacob Lott. 1 for 3 on the evening for the Railroaders. The pitch, high.
Yeah, I know we talked about it the other night, but they're heavy left-handers. Another
Right.
left-hander.
Oh, yeah.
Having to do with their home territory.
Yep. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. Pitch, low. Ball 2. Here's the pitch, and this one's foul back. Two the count now with 2 outs. Runner at first base for Fulton. That is Armstrong. And here is one hit into center field. He's under it, makes the play. That is Sweeney for the out. So in that inning, there was no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the 7th inning stretch. So check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard. Hoptown nothing. Fulton nothing. We're back after this time out. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Oh, I got to stand. Oh, I'm going to. Of course, my clothes are going to be stuck. Oh, yeah.
Jenny Stewart Family Health, passionate about health promotion and preventative care within the pediatric, adult, and geriatric population. Dr. Denton plans to provide her patients with high-quality care. Visit JennyStewartHealth.org or call 270-887-6565 to schedule an appointment.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores with their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
This is Colby Webb from Arkansas Tech University. We would not have Hoppers Baseball without the following businesses. Please support our season sponsors: United Southern Bank, Edgewood Baptist Church, Lincoln Real Estate and Development, and Smiley Enterprises, Southern States, Legacy Real Estate, and McAfee Electric. Thank you, and go Hoppers.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Move to the bottom of the 7th inning of play. It's going to be Owen Hutchison. He's 1 for 2, a double back in the 4th. And that pitch is a ball. First one to him, so it's 1-0. Pitch. And it's hit up the middle, and it's right to the shortstop, over to first, and they say that he kept his foot on the bag for the out. As that goes 6-3 for out number 1 in the inning. Zach Hampton, the second baseman, 0 for 2 tonight for the Hoppers, coming to the plate. Pitch is a ball. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Strike, 1-1 the count now. 86 pitches now for Altrusius. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. With 1 out. The pitch. Inside, ball 3, 3-1. Hoppers need a base runner or two or three. Take whatever we can get, but at this point, base runners has been few and far between. They've gotten a second, and that's about it tonight. Swing and a miss, making it 3-2. Matter of fact, neither team has had a runner at third base tonight.
Wow.
They've either been called out at third or
yeah, that's right,
or didn't make it. Pitcher's got out of a jam. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Count will remain 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, because the one runner for Fulton that got to third got put out between home and
that's correct.
home
yeah,
and third.
Pitcher looks in. Here comes the pitch. Got him looking. Strike 3. Yeah, he knew it too. He knew that too. You just can't pull that trigger.
Fooled him on that one big time.
Carson Tucker, the DH, will now be the batter. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Pitch, and this is popped up, and it looks like second baseman's going to be under it. He makes the play for the out. That is Reinhardt. So a back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for Althusius.
After tonight, only 6 home regular season games left.
So we are through 7 in that inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played 7 as we check the U-Haul Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Hoptown nothing and Fulton nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling
How many
your
left
success,
on base for each
Southern
team?
States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection,
5 for the Hoppers.
delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump.
6 for
Southern States is
Fulton.
proud to serve the farming communities.
There you go.
Expert service
And that's pretty even too.
That's pretty
Visit
even.
your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Katy.
2 efficient pitchers, limited
Hi,
hits,
this is Connor Shea,
same
Miami
left on
Southeast.
base.
I'm excited to be in Hopkinsville as a member of the 2025 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season
No
sponsors.
runs on the scoreboard.
All
that fits, doesn't it?
Charles Henderson State Farm Insurance, Jersey Mike's, Planners Bank, Honeywell Electric, and Higgins Insurance. Go Hoppers.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
We move to the top of the 8th inning. No score as we welcome you back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. It will be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the lineup. Jaden Perez will come to the plate. Perez is 0 for 3 tonight for Fulton. The pitch, and it's a ball. The pitch, and this one's hit into right. Right fielder comes in about 7 or 8 steps, makes the play for the out. And the batter's going to be, that'll be Chris Henson. He's 1 for 3 tonight for Fulton. '89 pitches now for Heath Henley. And this one's popped up, but it's going to be backing out of play. 0-1 the count. Trevor Sockman is on deck. This one's popped up, and again, it's going to go out of play.
Get safety first. Stay away from that road, kids, but bring those foul balls either to merchandise.
0-2 the count now.
Sure would appreciate it. Thank you.
Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be popped up, and it looks like Short's going to get it. Shortstop comes in. Reynolds makes the play for the second out here in the inning. And the batter's going to be Trevor Sotzman.
How about the DH, number 25, Trevor
Sotzman. And he is 1 for 3 tonight. And this is going to be a base hit. Yep. I gave him a hit in the 4th, and apparently the official score, they had him 0 for 3.
Really?
Yeah. But even with the error, that would have made him 0 for 2.
Correct.
So, but nonetheless, he's got a base hit here, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll be the runner at first base. And Hurt is 1 for 3. Base hit back in the 6th. We play in the top of the 8th, no score. Fulton with a runner at first. There are 2 outs. And this one is hit into center field, and right fielder is there, makes the play for the out. Nice play by Aiden Butts out there patrolling in right field.
Well, he got 2 of them today.
Yeah. So in the inning, there are no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. That's 7 now left on base for Fulton through their 8 innings batting. We go to the bottom of the 8th as we check the Car Connection of Hopkinsville scoreboard. It's Hoptown nothing and Fulton nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Join All Clean Services in our Hoptown Hoppers on Friday,
we got
July
a new
11th.
pitcher.
The
Oh, yeah.
jersey off their back auction benefiting
17.
the Rotary Playground Project.
I'll have
These
to
special
consult
game jerseys will be
Game
worn not
Changer.
only and auctioned off during
Correct.
game hours, with all proceeds helping create a safe, inclusive playground for children of all abilities. Bidding starts at $50. Visit the All Clean Services tent or call in your bid to 270-305-4350 from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Let's make a difference. Bid high, give big, and help build a playground where every child belongs.
Maxwell
Main
Snyder.
campus in downtown Hopkinsville. Planners investment in the latest electronic technologies or their bankers eager to help you. Planners Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best
I imagine that
downtown Hopkinsville,
Al Thrusius had too many pitches. He was over 100, I
including
think.
downtown Hopkinsville
well,
drive-through
they're getting
banking
close to it,
and
close to it.
Expect
That's
great
a
things
lot
from
of
Planners Bank.
usage.
Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
A lot of usage.
Hi, this is Hopper Carson Tucker from Murray, Kentucky. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors, the Hopkinsville YMCA, the City of Hopkinsville, Christian County Government, Sunflower Photography, All Clean Services, and AKS Flooring, and Maddox Fuqua Hinton Funeral Home. Go Hoppers.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
New pitcher for Fulton, it is going to be Maxwell Snyder. And the batter for the Hoppers is going to be Chance Sweeney, the number 9 hitter in the lineup.
Snyder appears to be a shutdown guy for them. He's 59 pitches, 18 batters, but he's got 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. No ERA, so no earned runs during the time.
Right.
Opponents are batting 200 against him.
Okay. Here's a pitch, and it's a bunt. Fouled it back. Sweeney's going to try to use his speed and try to get Fulton to make a play. You know, I've always said that. If you can just hit the ball and put it in play, make the defender do something. Make the defense do something with it.
That's correct. As you see, sometimes they make errors.
Here's the pitch from Snyder, and it's a swing and a miss. Oh, and 2 the count now. Here's the pitch from Snyder. It's low and in the dirt. 1 and 2 now the count. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. And got him looking, strike 3. And the batter's going to be Cole Reynolds. He is 0 for 2 tonight.
Shortstop number 12, Cole Reynolds.
Reynolds with a walk in the 3rd. Popped out to right in the 1st and grounded out short to 1st in the 5th. Pitch is a strike. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ball. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Oh, kind of bounced in front of the plate and went back to the backstop. So it's 2-1 now the count. 2 balls and a strike. No score. As we play here in the bottom of the 8th, there's 1 out.
Snyder works a lot slower.
Mm-hmm.
Noticeably so.
He's a right-handed pitcher. Ball 3. 3-1 the count.
It's a long 20 seconds.
Yep, here's the pitch.
Strike 2.
3-2 now the count. Doesn't like what he's calling, but finally found a pitch that he wanted to throw. Outside, ball 4. So now the Hoppers have a base runner. That is Cole Reynolds at first, and Aiden Butts will be the batter.
All right, one of those precious base runners.
I know it. Looks back at the runner at first.
And
runner goes, and it's hit to the shortstop, and he can't field it. And they're going to go all the way to 3rd, and he's in there safe. Nice base running that time for Reynolds.
Excellent.
So a base hit for Butts. And the Hoppers now with runners at 1st and 3rd and 1 out. The go-ahead runs at 3rd base now, excuse me.
Now batting first base number 33, Connor.
1 out.
1 out, runners at 1st and 3rd. Oh, let's see what the magic chart says. 1st and 3rd with 1 out, 65% chance of scoring. That's the best we've had.
Need a long fly ball or something here from Connor Scheid. 0 for 2 in this contest.
Anything out of the infield should score a run.
And now he's got to get back, and everybody is going to get back. Yeah, everybody's finally going to get back. All right, they tried to goad him into to make it a throw, to do something. And everybody is back now. Now let's see what they try. A good idea, but
it's a really good idea if it works.
But good ball work by Fulton as well. That was all around good.
Right.
Both teams. Everybody got back safe. Pitch is outside, and they're going to go. And yeah, now he's going to.
That was just take it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Pitches the ball. 1-0 now the count.
Now we pull the infield in.
Yep.
All the infielders on the grass.
Yep. Go ahead run at third. Outside. 1 out. 2-0 the count. On deck for the Hoppers is going to be Dom Bello. From the bottom of the 8th, no score, but the Hoppers threatening with 1 out. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now the count. Here's the pitch. Low, but the catcher does a good job to keep it in front of him. So now it's going to be 3-1. And John, you have him taking here?
Well, it's one of my better hitters.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit on your pitch. If he throws it in the middle of the plate, hit it. If he throws a curve, let it go.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. The bases are now loaded for Dom Bello. And are we going to have a change, or are we just going to kind of slow things down here? As J.D. Willis, the head coach, will make the slow walk out to the mound.
We do have a guy throwing in the Fulton bullpen.
Wednesday night here at Colonel Field. Wednesday night where we are
probably talking what they're going to do defensively. Obviously, the play would be at the plate if it's hit on the infield. Got to try to come home with it.
We're going to recognize all of our Hopper host families.
Once again, any ball hit out of the infield, scores your run.
Right.
And then Friday night right here at Colonel Field. Shirt offer back auction night. Thanks to All Clean Services.
Have to watch out for the ugly infield fly.
Yeah.
That would be applicable here.
Right.
There's only 1 out.
Friday night as well.
So he's left him in, so let's see.
Yep.
Here we go.
Maxwell Snyder stays in. The batter's going to be Dom Bello, a .339 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball. 1-0 the count. Miles Denton is on deck. Snyder looks in, comes to the plate with a pitch. This one's popped up, and it is going to go out of play.
In the stands.
Yep. Fan scramble, which is probably a good thing. That's coming down pretty quick, too.
Hit on the steps and bounced up.
Right,
so
sure.
It's
did not hit anybody.
Didn't hit anyone.
1-1 the count.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded. Gotta love it.
1-1 the count with 1 out. And the pitch. Foul back again. I got a little game here between Fulton and the bat boy for the Hoppers on who can get the ball the quickest. The young man from Fulton was flying as he came in and slid. 1-2 the count.
They've got about 10 years on him.
Yeah, at least. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases loaded of Hoppers. Reynolds at third, Butts at second, Scheidt at first. Want a new baseball.
Had a little dirt on that one.
Yeah.
Pitch before.
He'll get it again on the next foul ball or at some point.
Yeah, get the dirt knocked off of it, you bet.
The 2-2 pitch. Bases loaded. And foul now to play again. That one might have made it to the street. 2-2 the count.
Tom is reaching for those. He's going out there. He wants to hit the ball. You can say, he wants to hit the ball.
I want him to hit the ball.
Well, you and he are on the same page here.
Yes, we are. And probably everybody in the stands that are wearing red and black tonight. Outside. Ball 3. So here's a 3-2 pitch with 1 out and nowhere to put Bello. Maxwell Snyder set for Fulton. The pitch, and it's going to be ball 4. And the run comes home to score. And the Hoppers have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the bases are still loaded, and that will be all for our pitcher, Maxwell Snyder. As they're going to make a change, there's a call to the bullpen. As we check the U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, Hoptown 1, Fulton 0. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Excuse me, it's 99 cents. Can we have a word?
Well, I do have a quick moment.
Is it true? You're performing in our area?
I'm currently appearing at all Max's convenience shops.
Left-hander.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
Any size, anytime?
Any size, anytime.
99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop.
I still can't see a number.
It's a 1.
This 4th of July, celebrate independence from sleepless nights at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, including Pro Breeze, Lux Breeze, and Active Breeze models, designed to keep you cool all night long. Get up to $200 off select Sealy mattresses, and Serta has savings on their Perfect Sleeper collection, up to $425 off. It's time to sleep cooler, deeper, and better. But hurry, these savings end soon.
Join All Clean Services in the Hoptown Hoppers on Friday, July 11th for the annual Jersey
I believe it's 18.
benefiting the Rotary Playground Project. These special game jerseys will be worn one night only and auctioned off during game hours, with all proceeds helping create a safe, inclusive playground for children of all abilities. Bidding starts at $50. Visit the All Clean Services tent or call in your bid to 270-305-4350 from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Let's make a difference. Bid high, give big, and help build a playground where every child belongs.
Number 18, Wade Sabo.
Wade Sabo.
It is 18, right?
Yes.
All right.
Hi, this is Evan Cardwell from Springfield, Tennessee. We would not have Hoppers Baseball without the following businesses. Please support our season sponsors. New Work Fellowship, White's Auto Mall.
Bridge used to have a pretty good player with the last name of Sabo. I think his first name was Chris.
The WHOP family of stations, and Optimize You. Thank you, and go Hoppers.
You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, and online at 953thefarm.com.
The new pitcher for Fulton is going to be Wade Sabo.
Is number 2.
And the Hoppers have a pinch runner, Grady Broughton. So he's running at second for Scheid. So now you have Butts and Broughton. Butts is at third, Broughton at second, and Bello at first. One out, and the batter for the Hoppers is going to be Miles Denton. Bases are loaded, and the left-handed pitcher is Wade Sabo. The pitch, low, ball one.
Wade Sabo's faced 77 batters in the league.
Yeah.
13 walks, 13 strikeouts. The opponents are batting .323.
Here's the pitch, and this is going to be foul. Out of play. 1-1 the count now. Out towards the roadway here behind the ball field. That would be North Drive. The pitch. And here is one hit over the head of the second baseman. One run will score. Here comes another run in to score. So 2-run score on the single for Denton. And that makes it now 3-0 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Still one out. Runners now at first and second. This is Owen Hutchison. 1 for 3 in the contest. And again, that one's in the dirt, so they'd like to swap one out. 1-0 the count now to Owen Hutchison. Or as his teammates just refer to him as Hutch. Hutch the clutch, I think.
Okay.
Because he's had some big hits this year for the Hoppers. Oh, and that got him.
Sure did. High and inside, come off his helmet.
Yep. And he's going to need his helmet. They're going to talk to him. Yeah, I think they're going to come out and check on him.
You bet.
Yeah, he was hit pretty hard there. Yeah, he needs his helmet if he's going to stay in and run, but I think they may have to let him go out tonight. Let's see, they're going to get up, they're going to get a runner for him, I think. Are they? No, they're going to let him run.
Well, the saving was a glancing blow. He
right,
turned his head just at the last little bit.
So Hutchison, a hit batter, and the bases once again are loaded. Bello at third, Denton at second, and Hutchison stays in at first. And the batter is Zach Hampton. With one out, Hoppers with 3 runs here in the 8th. Pitch is high for a ball. Hampton is the 8th hitter in this inning to bat.
Be a good time to get his first hit tonight, right?
Yep. 0 for 3 in the dirt. Catcher does a good job to keep it around him. That is Caleb Warren. 2-0 the count now. Again, the bases are loaded. Hoppers on top 3-0 here in the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count now. The pitch. And they call it a strike. 2-2 the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He likes that pitch.
Yeah.
That's not the first time tonight he's called that one.
Right.
At that exact spot.
2-2 the count with 1 out. The 2-2 pitch to Hampton. And it is a ball. Kind of looked very similar to the one before it. It was called a strike.
Just a little lower.
Just a little inch or so, or not even an inch lower.
Just lower. Mm-hmm.
Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be popped up and out of play. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes, so 1 out. Here's the pitch, and it's foul into the netting. Count stays 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Three 0 Hoppers on top. All 3 runs here in the bottom of the 8th. And walks in a run. Ball 4. And Carson Tucker will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 in this contest with a walk. No, we got a new one.
We got
got a new batter here. Is that 25?
20. Yeah, we got a 20.
Yeah, it's a 25.
25.
And that is going to be Tyler Casserly from Southwest Tennessee Community College. I think he's one of the new guys.
Okay.
So bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch is a strike. And this one's fouled back into the netting, so 0-2 the count now. You can tell his new, even his pants, have no dirt at all. They haven't been washed and still have that hint of dirt stain.
Right.
His pants are brand spanking new. 0-2 the count with 1 out. And this one's hit foul and out of play.
So you show up, you get a brand new pair of pants, and your first at-bat, bases loaded, bottom of the 8th.
Yeah.
You got to like it.
Yep. 9th batter in the lineup for the Hoppers in this inning. Outside. Yeah, it doesn't get away far enough to advance. So now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Chance Sweeney is on deck for the Hoppers. Here's the pitch, and it's hit up the middle. There's 1. They throw over and in time for the double play. So that actually goes 4-6-3 for the double play. So in the inning, the Hoppers send 9 men to the plate. There were 2 hits, so 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 3 on base. We go to the top of the 9th. The Hoppers need 3 outs to get the win tonight.
Correct.
As we check the U-Haul Hopkinsville scoreboard, it's Hoptown 4 and Fulton nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
At Penny Ryle Electric, empowering you is at the center of all we do. Penny Ryle Electric's
they
mission is
scored
not
three.
just
They
to
actually
provide
scored
reliable
4.
service at competitive rates. It's also finding innovative ways to keep our
You're not
members and
wrong.
employees safe.
I know.
Promote
They did score
economic
3.
development,
Yeah.
create
And then they scored one more.
That's right.
to educate
See?
you to help you save on utility costs. Penny Ryle Electric, enhancing
ever seen the
your
movie
quality
Basic?
of life.
I don't think so.
John Travolta.
Okay, no, I have not.
Whether you're shopping for an
Danny
engagement ring or
Glover,
you just
John
need a little
Travolta.
something for a birthday gift, Jay's
Anyway,
Record Jewelry can help
the
you
premise
find
of it
just
is
what you're looking for.
it's all about how you tell the
Wide
story.
selection of jewelry
Oh, yeah,
and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. Jay's Record Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Well, they send Heath Henley back out to try to get a complete game win. You don't see that much in the OVL.
You do not.
He's thrown 94 pitches, so
He's probably on a fairly short leash, but
yeah.
give him the chance. Still going to keep him around 100 pitches.
Batter's going to be Caleb Warren, the catcher. And he pops this one up for a foul. 0-1 the count.
But he's hitting 6, 7, and 8 in the order, so it's got a chance too.
0 for 3 tonight. That pitch is a ball, so it's 1-1 now. Ball 2. 2-1 now the count. We're in the top of the ninth here. Hoppers lead it 4-0. Foul off the catcher's mask.
Yes, sir.
2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit. And a nice snag there by the shortstop. Line drive out. And Matthew Reinhardt will be the batter.
Baseman number 2, Matthew Reinhardt.
Hit it right to him. Had to jump a little
He'll
bit.
jump a little bit, but
it was hit right where he was standing.
right. He timed that jump perfectly. One out now. Reinhardt fouls it back. 0-1 the count. A.J. Armstrong is on deck. 0 for 2 tonight for Reinhardt. Here's the pitch. And got him strike 2. Nice pitch there.
He's pumped up. He's throwing strikes hard now.
And this is popped up. Center fielder is going to say it's mine. He's got it for out number 2. And Fulton now to their final out. The batter will be A.J. Armstrong. As we said the other night, it makes it a little easier to throw when you've got a 4-0 lead. Correct. And now it makes it even easier when you've got 2 outs and nobody on base.
Absolutely. And he's a little adrenaline going to get him a complete game. He's sure trying for one.
Yep. 102, make it 103 pitches now. Here's the pitch. And this one is hit into right. And it is going to be caught by the left fielder, Hutchison, for the out. And a good job there by Heath Henley as he goes the distance tonight. And they shut out the Fulton Railroaders. Your final score, Hoptown 4, Fulton 0. back to wrap it up right after this. You're listening to Hopper Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
When it comes to powering your farm and fueling your success, Southern States has you covered. From high-quality seed, fertilizer, and crop protection to reliable fuel delivery and lubricants, they're your one-stop partner for productivity in the field and efficiency at the pump. Southern States is proud to serve the farming communities with expert service and trusted products. Visit your local Southern States store today with 3 locations to better serve you. 1106 West 15th Street, in 5475 Canton Pike in Hopkinsville, and 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye.
Well, I know who the player of the game is going to be.
10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so
I assume you're going to go with me on that.
Oh, I would think so.
Doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents.
Not every day you can give one to the pitcher.
Answer when
Complete
you call,
game.
so you can worry about
Scattered 7 hits.
Yeah.
Now, he only struck out 3. Right. He didn't walk anybody.
That's right.
Ask Raymond Nelson
that
Insurance,
makes a huge
3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if Auto Owners make sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Hoppers snapped their 2-game losing streak as they win it here tonight 4-0 as they scored all 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning and pretty much got things going. That hit batter kind of got things going, and then there was a base on, wait a minute, there was a strikeout to start that inning,
right.
And then there was a base on balls, a base hit, a base on balls, a base on balls, a base hit, a hit batter, and a walk to get those 4 runs.
Any way to score.
Right, exactly.
As long as you get on base, you get on base.
Right, exactly. And the Hoppers with the 4 runs, and they had a total of 4 hits on the night. So as we check our scoring summary, our game summary, brought to you by Angie Graham with Dreamfield Lending. In the market for a new home, contact Angie Graham with Dreamfield Lending to discuss your borrowing options, including 0 down payment programs, 270-349 3124, NMLS 650794, equal housing lender. So in the ball game for the Fulton Railroaders, no runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. For Hoptown, 4 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors on the night for Hoptown. Going down the list here, Aiden Butts had a base hit for the Hoppers. Let's see here. Miles Denton had a base hit. Owen Hutchison had a double for the Hoppers. And let's see here. Looking to see where that 4th hit came from. I think the official score gave a hit when we gave an error, John.
Shite.
Okay.
That's who got the other one.
Yeah, okay. So Shite had a base hit as well. So that E6 was changed to a base hit. So there's where the 4 hits come from for the Hoptown Hoppers. Now taking a look at the pitching line on the night, and it's going to be a good one for Henley. He went the distance, gave up 7 hits, no runs. He struck out 3 and walked no one in the 4-0 win tonight for the Hoptown Hoppers. Now for Fulton, the losing pitcher is going to be, and I'm not quite sure on that, because when he went out, there was no score. And
Snyder left?
And yeah, I believe Snyder. I think Snyder would be your losing pitcher tonight. But their starter went 7 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no errors, struck out 8, and he walked 3. So a good night for him. Although there was just no offense there to support that great pitching. But Maxwell Snyder is going to get the loss tonight for the Fulton Railroaders, and of course the win goes to Heath Henley. Player of the game brought to you by Skyline Animal Clinic and Oak Grove Animal Hospital, who supports all the area schools, athletes, and students. Skyline Animal Clinic has been your source of veterinary care for small animals since 1956. Call them today for all of your pets' veterinary needs. John, I think it's a no-brainer on who our player of the game should be, and I think we're both in agreement that it should be the pitcher, Heath Henley. The complete game tonight in this league, I'd have to go back and do the research, but there hadn't been many.
There are not many of them.
There are not many.
One, you don't have the opportunity, and two, he was so efficient in the early innings with his pitch count, so that he only ended up with 104 pitches for the night in a 9-inning game.
In a 9-inning game, which is pretty efficient.
It's very efficient with only 3 strikeouts.
Right.
But he had good defense playing behind him. I mean, they had a couple of errors, but they recovered from them.
Right.
As you said, the only real time the Fulton threatened was the runner on third, but
he was tagged out. Yeah.
And that's it. They never got past second base on him. And that led to him being able to throw a lot. I wish I'd have kept up how many first strike pitches he threw the batters. Not, one right after the next all night long. He just kept doing it. And then you're right. The last inning, he came out, you got a 4-run lead.
Right.
Now you really rear back and throw strikes.
Right.
And that's what he did.
Yep. Let's see here. Hoptown beat Fulton 4-0, and Full Count Rhythm beat Paducah 3-0 in the first game they played. And then right now it looks like Madisonville and Henderson are tied at 8, and that one is in the bottom of the 6th inning of play. So I would say that they've seen several pitchers tonight.
Evidently.
With an 8-8 ball game.
16 runs, get 16 runs, that's a long game.
You have got another opportunity to see the Hoptown Hoppers tonight, or I should say tomorrow night, as they will be hosting Henderson. Airtime is 6:15 on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. And that'll be your next opportunity to see the Hoppers tomorrow night here at Colonel Field. Joe Wilson will have the call of that one for you. So our ball game tonight, it took 2 hours and 16 minutes to play, and it was played in front of 211 fans here tonight at the ball yard. As the Hoptown Hoppers win it 4-0, they go to 11-18 on the season, while Fulton falls one game below 500 at 14-15. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast tonight. John and I will be back with you on Wednesday of this week. Tomorrow night, Joe Wilson will have the Hoppers and the Flash of Henderson again. 6:30 first pitch. Joe will be on the air at 6:15 here on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Again, your final score, it was Hoptown 4 and Fulton 0. For John Bruce, I'm Jeff Sisk. Good night, everybody, from the ball field.